Yields back. Gentleman from Georgia reserves. Gentlewoman from New York is recognized.
I now yield 3 minutes to the gentleman from Virginia, the chairman of the Government Operations Subcommittee and the sponsor and author of this bill, H.R. 302, Congressman Connolly.
The gentleman from Virginia is recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr.
Connolly.
Speaker, and I thank my friend, the chairwoman of the committee. And I must say, the innuendos, the negative characterization, the indeed smears, if not slanders, launched against federal employees in general on the floor today would come as news, unwelcome news, to the almost 250,000 federal employees in Kentucky, Georgia, and Texas. Almost 10% of the entire federal workforce live in those 3 states. The amendment just offered is a direct assault on our federal workforce and would completely gut the bill in front of us. It grew from the Trump administration efforts to turn our expert civil service into a collection of cronies. This amendment invites the crony clown car into the heart of the federal government. My concern is not hypothetical. In September of 2019, then President Trump circled areas of Alabama with a Sharpie that he claimed were dangerously in the path of a hurricane, Hurricane Dorian. That prognostication was contrary to what expert civil service, not swamp creatures, at the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration found. Luckily, the civil servants in NOAA, Birmingham, Alabama office tweeted out Mr. Trump's error. While Sharpiegate made a funny hashtag on Twitter, the aftermath could have been catastrophic and cost lives. What if FEMA deployed in the wrong region? What if millions of taxpayer dollars had been wasted sending federal help where it was not needed? What if families in the storm's path were left stranded because our federal workforce kowtowed to the permanent marker whims of the then president? I'm not the only one sounding this alarm. 34 professional associations, good government organizations, think tanks, nonprofits have endorsed this bill. From the International Federation of Professional and Technical Engineers, hardly a politicized group, quote, the impact of Schedule F and any similar effort to inject political patronage, cronyism, and corruption into the federal government would not only be felt by federal employees, it would harm working people, our economy, the public interest, and the legitimacy of democracy. From the National Association of the United States Attorneys, if a president can unilaterally reclassify employees and strip them of their protections, there's no longer a safeguard against political interference. This is not the system of justice our nation should support. From the Federation of Federal Employees, political operatives or ordinary criminals will be able to threaten the careers of federal workers with impunity, jeopardizing the collective mission of the United States. This includes federal employees in law enforcement, national security, and national defense, among many others. Hardly swamp creatures. From the nonpartisan partnership of public service, endangering the skilled employees at the core of our government would not only further erode the critically low levels of trust in government, but would harm the delivery of crucial services to the American people, especially in a pandemic. We have 1 more minute.
I yield the gentleman 2 more minutes.
The gentleman's time from Virginia has expired. The gentlewoman from New York, her time has expired also.
Out
Gentleman
of
from
time?
Georgia is recognized.